everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amy and I am on a financial freedom journey with my family. I share budget videos and videos about being debt-free and all of our other financial moves on this channel. If you guys like this kind of video, please hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you here. So I can't believe it's December. Well, it's not December yet, but we're planning for December. I love the month of December. So exciting with Christmas and just all the other awesome things in December. I live in the Midwest, so it's usually pretty snowy here. So I have a very love-hate relationship with the snow. I love it around Christmas time because it just kind of is so like nostalgic and just amazing for Christmas. But you know, like driving in the snow is not my favorite. So I have kind of a love-hate relationship with that, but I do love December and I'm so excited for the holidays to arrive soon. So I am sharing today our December budget with me. I don't have a lot of like extra things in the month of December, but I did want to mention before we get into the video, I always do these budgets based on my husband and I's regular salaried income. However, I do typically get an annual bonus in December, and that's not something that I ever count on. I never like assume I'm going to get it, and I never know what it's going to be until basically the middle of December. So we will most likely have extra income in the month of December, but I'm not counting it here. So I just wanted to be transparent and let you guys know that we are probably going to have more income, but definitely come back and check out the budget recap video that I will film in January talking about the month of December, and you guys will be able to see what our actual income was and all of the details in that video. So let's go ahead and get started. So for our W-2 income, that is my husband and I's regular income, we are expecting $7,200, which has been basically the same for many months at this point. We aren't expecting anything to be different. However, in January, we will have an adjustment again because we have some of the benefits that we have, like our health insurance is actually going up in cost. So we will have some adjustments in the month of January to our income, which kind of sucks, but it's to be expected. We typically have some adjustments in January. If you guys have been here for a while, you guys know I am like a creature of habit. I really enjoy when things are like the same. And so it's always a little bit of a struggle for me in January when I like don't know exactly what our income's going to be. So stay tuned for our January budget and we will just sort that out together. But for now, we are still at the same $7,200. And we do also, like I said, possibly have that bonus. And then we also usually have side hustle income as well. So I don't ever count those things. Those usually just go to like any extra financial goals or anything extra like that. So we are just budgeting based on our known income from our regular jobs at $7,200. So moving down to our fixed expenses. So our mortgage, this is going to be for January 1st. I budget for the month prior. So like obviously because it's January 1st, our income from December is what pays for our January 1st mortgage. So that is for our January 1st mortgage and the amount is $2,100. If you guys have followed me for a little while, I've been talking about this, but we are actually paying a little bit extra on our mortgage. So our actual mortgage amount due is like $2,050 like dollars and 6 cents or something. So we just round it up to $2,100 exactly so that we can have a nice round number and we can pay an additional $49 every single month to our mortgage. That's just a really easy way for us to kind of try to accelerate our mortgage payoff. Then we have our cell phones. So this is actually one that is different this month. It's not usually, but this month I'm really excited because it's going down. So if you guys have watched my videos in the past, it's been $130 for like years at this point, for probably as long as I've been filming budget videos. So it's been $130, but it's actually going down to $60 because my husband has switched over to Mint Mobile. If you guys haven't heard of Mint Mobile, it is a cell phone plan that is only $30 a month for unlimited everything. It runs, I believe, off of Verizon towers, if I'm not incorrect. I think it's Verizon. It runs off a well-known carrier's towers. And yes, my husband has loved it so far. He's been using it for a few weeks, almost a month now, and it's been working out great for him. He really enjoys it. So I'm super happy that we switched over to that. We will have to pay the annual fee in January, I think. So I will probably have that in my budget in January, or we might take it out of a sinking fund. I haven't quite decided yet, but either way, he has been using that for a few weeks now and it's been working out really great for him. So he switched over to Mint. So that's not going to be a part of our monthly budget anymore because like I said, we will be paying for that annually. So we will be paying for just my cell phone, and I do plan to switch to Mint as well. We were just basically letting my husband go through his whole introductory period and just making sure that he didn't have any hiccups with it. So far so good, but he's got, I think, 2 more months on his like little introductory plan, and then we will just probably switch me over as well. But I just wanted to make sure we gave it like a full test before I switched over. So far, it's been going great, but yes. So I'll be switching over soon. So I will leave a link in the pinned comment if you guys want to check out Mint for yourself. Like I said, we've really been enjoying it, and I plan to switch as well pretty soon. So then we also have Netflix. So we've actually made a decent amount of changes this month to make our bills go down a little bit, which is really exciting. So Netflix came out with a downgraded version. We used to have like one of the most expensive plans at like $16, and they introduced a ad plan that you could downgrade for like half the price. So we went from $16 to $8. I think it's actually only $7, but like with tax, and I just rounded up. So $8 for Netflix, which is really exciting. The ads don't personally bother us. I know some people are like, no way, I'm not going back to watching ads, but honestly, like it really doesn't bother us. So we were like, we will take the $8 savings. It may not seem like a lot to some people, but for us, we were just like, it's worth it. We're gonna just take the downgraded plan. So $8 for Netflix is exciting. And then we have our Peloton membership. So this is the same at $45. That has been that for a little while, for a few months since they raised it. So then we also have our internet, which has been the same for quite a while as well. Most of these don't really change very much. We pay the same pretty much every single month for most of these. Obviously, some of them flux a little bit, but for the most part, fixed expenses are staying the same. So $60 for our internet, and then we have our giving category. And as I say that most of these stay the same, we actually did change our giving budget for the month of December to $250. So I have spoke about this a little bit in the past. I don't know how much I've talked about it on YouTube, but definitely I've talked about it on Instagram in the past few Decembers. But in December, we always try to increase our giving. Obviously, we typically have extra income in December, so that makes it easier for us to give more in the month of December than usual. And it just feels good to give in December. I feel like there's always so many opportunities in December to give, and it just feels good. So we upped our budget to $250. We have a monthly recurring donation that goes to St. Jude in the amount of $100. So that gives us an additional $150 to give however we want. We will also probably end up giving more than this. So you guys will see that in the December recap when I do post that in January. But we do typically give even more than this because we will probably take a portion of my bonus and donate some as well. And then we also usually donate the rest of our Christmas sinking fund. So I always zero that out pretty much every single year to just zero for January, just so we're starting over. And whatever we don't spend on Christmas, we will just donate to a charity or donate to, I feel like there's just so many opportunities in December. I feel like it's just so easy to find places that need, you know, Christmas gifts for children or just other like food for, you know, Christmas. It's really easy to just find opportunities in December. So that's why we always try to increase it in the month of December. I know that there's also a lot of opportunities for the rest of the year, and I hope that eventually we do increase this a little bit as well, our monthly budget as well, to a higher amount. But for now, this is what feels good for us, so that's what we're doing. So $250 is going to giving for this month. And then we also have my daughter's preschool. So she goes to preschool a few days a week, and that is weekly. So I do pay that every single week, and that is the amount of $832 for the month. And then the only other thing we have for our fixed expenses for this month is our electric. So I'm gonna budget $250 because obviously like November, December in Wisconsin, where I'm from, is very cold. So we typically end up spending more these next few months, like November, December, January, February are like some of our more pricey months for our electric and gas bill. So I'm gonna just increase it to $250 and we'll just see how that goes. So that brings our total for fixed expenses to $3,605. And that leaves our remaining at $3,595. So then we're gonna go up to our variable expenses. So the first thing we have for our variable expenses is our personal spending. So we actually are giving each other more personal spending for the month of December because my husband and I actually do our own stockings. So like he does mine, sorry, I think I said that wrong. He does my stocking, I do his stocking, and then we both do all of the kids' stockings. So we don't actually give each other like physical gifts other than like just whatever's in our stockings. So I did an additional $50 each for our stocking items for each of us to buy for each other. So I hope that makes sense. We usually do really just small things. Like he usually gets me like some lotion and like just some, you know, like snacks or candy or, you know, just little things. So we don't do like big personal gifts for each other, but that's just a way that we kind of still make it fun and like still, you know, get something from each other that isn't super high value. So we have a $50 budget, so that you'll see in here. And also I did want to mention that you will not see any Christmas budget in our budget for December because we've actually already saved up that money throughout the entire year. So if you've watched my videos before, we save up every single month, or at least most of the months. So we haven't been for the last month or two because we felt like they were fully funded enough. But either way, we save up all year for Christmas. And so we actually already had our sinking fund completely funded, and we've actually already done a lot of our Christmas shopping too, which is really exciting. So you won't see any separate Christmas budget in this budget, but I did just want to let you guys know we do have a Christmas budget. We have a chunk of money saved that we've been saving for all year long. I think we have like $800 or $900 in there. Well, we don't anymore because we've been spending it, but we had about, I think, $800 to $900 in there at the end of October. And so yes, we're feeling good about that. I feel like that's a great budget for us. We typically don't spend all of that because I do also save my gift cards that I get from like Fetch Rewards and things like that. So we don't always spend all of it. And like I said before, we typically just donate whatever we don't spend. So that gives us another incentive to try to save as much money as we can, because then we can give more and that feels really good. So personal spending, $300. Sorry, I feel like I'm very ranty in this video. I feel like I have lots to say. So I hope you guys don't mind. So then we have our gas budget. This we've been keeping at $175, and that's been working out well for us for now. And then we have groceries, which we raised this budget a few months ago to $800, which has been working out well for us. We are not hosting for Christmas, so we don't need to allocate any extra money to hosting. We are actually going to families' houses for Christmas, so we actually might have a little bit saved from that because we'll probably take some leftovers. Our families are always so generous and send us home with like leftovers and stuff, so we usually eat for a good few days after going to our families' houses as well. So $800 is what we're budgeting for groceries. Then we have our like family fun / fun kids. I don't even know. I think I call it like 3 different things, but family funds. Oh my goodness. Funds. Family fun budget. So this is just a budget that we use for our kids for various things, like, you know, if they get invited to a birthday party or they want to go to the movies or, you know, etc. Things always come up with my kids, so I like to have this money set aside. So we're setting aside $100. I hope that's enough. I feel like December is a really, I'm sorry if you hear my baby in the background, he is hitting my chair. I feel like December is a really popular month for just like all the things, right? Like I know a bunch of people that have birthdays in December, so my son will probably get invited to some birthday parties, and then there's just like a bunch of like school stuff. So I'm hoping that's enough, but that's what we're doing for now. And then we have our miscellaneous. So this just captures anything that we don't budget for. Otherwise, we have a budget of $200 for this, and that's been working out well for us for quite a long time. And then we have our dining out. So we budget $250 for this. Hopefully we can stick to that. If you guys have been on my channel for a while, that's a budget that we always struggle with. I feel like that's very common. I love to eat out, okay? I will admit it. I have no problem admitting that. But yes. So that leaves us with a total remaining of $1,770. We are not doing any more sinking funds for this year. We are gonna just start over in January, so we're not gonna fund those yet. But I actually should say, and should preface this, when I was talking to my husband about the December budget before I wrote it out and filmed this video, we were actually talking about like what we were gonna use the bonus for if I do receive it. So even though we don't allocate that money until we receive it, we do talk about it, and you know, of course, just have conversations like, if we receive this much, what we'll do, if we receive this much. So we have discussed probably setting a little bit aside for sinking funds. If we do get like a decent amount, we'll probably split it between sinking funds and financial goals. So in our December recap, look forward to that, because I will definitely let you guys know what happened with that, but we might have sinking funds savings in that video. We might not. It kind of depends. So we will see about that. And then the only other thing we have is our financial goals. So this is what all of the extra money goes to right now. So we have $1770 going to financial goals. Hopefully it's much more than that. I really hope to finish this year out strong with our financial goals. So really quickly before I close out this video, I did want to let you guys know that I will be filming Debt-Free December for the second year. It is the second annual Debt-Free December. I'm so excited to share that with you guys. And it's also the 1-year anniversary of me becoming debt-free. So I am just very excited for the month of December, and I'm excited to share some extra content with you guys. So if you guys are excited for Debt-Free December, let me know in the comments down below what kind of videos you guys want to see for Debt-Free December. I have a bunch planned already, but because I'm going to be filming 3 videos a week, I need some extra ideas and I would love your help. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys want to see. I will be posting the entire month of December on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So definitely stay tuned for that. I'm hoping I won't have to miss any. I'm really going to try my best to stick to the Monday, Wednesday, Friday and not miss any videos because I'm just excited and I feel like I have so much to share with you guys, and December is such a fun time and I have so many good videos that are planned, including my 2023 goals. So definitely look out for that video. But that is all I have for this video and for the December budget with me. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys on Friday. Bye guys.